Ingrid, are you ready for this morning's reveal?
Yes.
Okay. We are in... Oh, we're still en route. Never mind. Ingrid, are you ready for the morning reveal for real?
Yes.
Okay. We are in Oslo. We're in the industrial park. But actually, oh wow, it's raining too. And actually, we just got back from breakfast. And trust me, this is not a great first impression. But trust me, it's super cool once we get off the ship. Okay, we'll see you then. Okay, so now we are in Oslo. We're gonna pan right over here. This is the Opera House right here. Very, very pretty. And then we're gonna go off to the Munch Museum right there. If you don't know who Munch is, you will definitely know his work. So we're gonna try to see if we can film inside. Okay, this is super cool. We saw a whole bunch of people, we saw a lady in a bikini jump into this lake right here, and we were like, why? Why are you doing this? Turns out it's floating saunas. That is super cool. So I guess you can rent them for a certain amount of time. This is cool. Oh wow, yeah, you got a little dome cafe right there. Bad stuff for reneging. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. That hurt my mouth trying to pronounce that. Okay, so we saw a young swan right here amidst all these ducks. He's the ugly duckling. Look at that guy. So what she's saying is that every 30 minutes, there are 3 versions of the screen. Every 30 minutes, they rotate each version. This is a lithograph. We don't know which one is going to pop up next. As you can see, it's starting to close right now. So this one showed again for another hour and a half.
Den vil ha med flasher fordi det et mørkt rom, så mobilen skru på det hele tiden. Men det ikke lov. Hvorfor ikke det?
This is kind of cool. It helps preserve the paintings.
Nå den fått så mye lys. Den har vært oppe I en halvtime. Og nå må den hvile I mørket for at den ikke skal bleke, at fargene blir borte. Så mens den hviler I mørket, så får vi se en av de andre variantene våre som skrik. Oi. Det var fargene. Der. Så kommer den her. Nå var det rett og slett vi se 2 skrik. Vi skal gjette på hvor mange skrik vi har her da. Vi har 3 på utstillingen. Vi har tegningen som du ser der. Skal du komme litt frem så at du ser? Vi ser, unnskyld.
That's neat.
Ja, I 2004.
Det smaker ikke. Kom den foran.
recommendation of the folks over at the Monk Museum. They recommended this place. It's street eats, so you can get pizza, you can get Fulani is Afro-Caribbean, so you can get your jerk chicken. I went ahead and had Greek right there. And there's the bar right there with their Norwegian Pilsner AASS, which is called Ols. So I knew, and then there's tacos and sushi, and Ingrid got a
Poke bowl.
poke bowl, which was behind the Greek place. Anyway, really nice little find. Okay, so we are in Oslo. We just got done with the Munch Museum, M-U-N-C-H. Munch was most famous portrait is the Scream, which there are 3 versions. We got to see 2 out of the 3. Munch is Norway's most famous artist. Really, really cool stuff. We were expecting to spend maybe about an hour there, and it's a disservice that the Scream is his most famous painting. I didn't expect him to be that prolific, nor that powerful. There's a lot of... He uses color like Van Gogh uses color. Again, we spent at least 2 hours there, and I highly, highly recommend it. I recommend that you get there at about 9:45 in the morning, and that's 15 minutes before it opens up. One of the most pleasant surprises that we found on this trip. It was super, super cool, not to be underestimated. And it's right by the Opera House, and it's toward the city center. We are on to the Fortress next. Yeah, get in. Hello, it's me again. Okay, so thoughts on Oslo. We barely got to see it, but what we did see we really liked. Okay, so that, right over there, that's the Fortress. Unfortunately, most of that was closed. Any of the things that we could get, you had like that little QR code, and it was all in Norwegian, so we really couldn't translate it. There were 2 things that were open. One was free, one was not. One was the one that wasn't was the Resistance Museum. The other one had a really fascinating history of medieval Norway, and this is past the Viking Age. There was some famous queen that was really, really cool. But unfortunately, Oslo is not necessarily a port city. It's kind of like stopping off at Long Beach or San Francisco or even Seattle, where you only get not even a fraction of what the city has to offer. So that was the only thing that we kind of felt, I didn't get a sense of the city like you did with Bergen, or even some of the smaller ports. But it was definitely worth it. Again, the Munch Museum, if you were into that type of art, I highly, highly recommend it. That was definitely a feather in our cap. We were really happy about that. But we will see you. Well, Ingrid knows what our next step is, or I'll put it down in the notes. But talk later. Bye. There is Oceana. I don't know which one that one is. Try and get in there. Riviera. Oceana is it's too rich for our blood. Let's just say that. It's one of the higher end cruises. Another ferry right there.
see any peoples on the bow. There's one. There's the bridge. I wonder what the safe distance is, the minimum safe distance. Did they have to be completely out of our wake? I don't know. Okay, another thing that I want to show you here too. This is called Museum Island. So this is all the cool stuff that I really wanted to see. However, that entire section is doing a makeover. Also, to get to where we were, back over in there, where that yellow building is, and you can see the Monk Museum right there. But when you're going through the map, this is not a straight route. You have to go all the way around here, then double back, and then go to the museums here. But again, that's irrelevant because the Viking ship, a lot of the Viking history, these museums are closed until 2025. So unless one of my nibblings wants to take this as one of their trips, we're not going to be able to see it. But we'll probably find a way. But we're looking forward to the next trip, aren't we, Ingrid?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to be going past a lighthouse, I believe.
Oh.
And it looks like it's good. I'm not sure how far it is. I was looking at the bow. So.
Oh, that little red one. Oh no, that's the one.
No, it's back there.
Okay. Cool. Oh, and now it's raining.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. So
But
which ship is that?
that's the Oceania Riviera.
That's the other one I haven't
Oh, really?
But it was a longer cruise.
It's a longer cruise, and it's pretty expensive, isn't
A
it?
lot more expensive.
So we had to jump a few tax brackets. Yeah. Cool.
Someday when we grow up.
Someday when we grow up. This is the little lighthouse that Ingrid was telling us about. Just hanging out. By itself. Dude, can you imagine that, like during low tide or like even during a storm? Wow.